I think the practice itself is inspiring. The practice itself is your inspiration. Because I think that when you explore the practice through the sensations, the breath, the sensation of the breath is the inspiration itself. And then see the exploration of spaciousness is the inspiration itself. The exploration of the awareness is the inspiration itself. See, I would say so. The exploration of the body as the field of awareness, as the inspiration.
And we were also wondering that after having taught in so many countries,
yes,
to so many people, what's the message you try to share in these workshops?
Well, you see, the thing is that when we say in French, it's better to leave the messages to the postman. That's his job. Well, I don't really have any messages.
Okay.
I don't have any messages, except, the only thing is just, I would say in the Shiva Sutra it say that the stage of yoga is made of wonder. So the only thing is the wonder of awareness, the wonder of consciousness, that's all. I see that the messages are, when you say what messages you have, it's a bit pompous. You see, so I don't have it anywhere. The thing is that we all have all those messages that from so many people. And they're a bit useless in a way, because they are just like, they are not rooted rooted somewhere in the reality of oneself.
Yeah,
so
true.
No messages. Leave that to the postman.
Christian, why, and we were wondering how you end up by discovering the non-dual philosophy, and why?
Yeah, it's not really why, because as a matter of fact, I think it's, as I said before in the talk, it's just, you have current in yourself. You see, it's already in you, and you express it. So you express it in a way that you actualize what's already in you. So for me, it's this inclusive approach took form in the so-called non-dual philosophy. But it's just a detail. Because as a matter of fact, somewhere the process of life itself leads you to that, inclusive awareness. And the inclusive awareness, in the inclusive awareness, you have the diversity and the unity. It's all together. That's why Abhinav Gupta says the real non-duality is to see the diversity in unity, unity in diversity. It's all together. See, the whole process of life is this amazing expansion of awareness, where you just have the awareness. See? There's just the ocean, the sky of awareness and consciousness. And then, you have different point of view in space and time. You have different reading according to where you are in your life. Well, it's just, I would say, in the end, it's not really important. But for me, I would say, my art is very close to those inclusive approach. That's all. But though, I would say, I still live in a very dual way.
All of us.
But this duality is part of this insight of non-dual awareness.
Yeah. And why Bekkais Iyengar? Why following him or learning from him and not from someone else?
Well, it's the same. I didn't choose it. It just came to me.
You receive it.
Yeah, it's not a question of choice. I mean, the thing is that's very strange because I didn't even know that Guruji, Mr. Iyengar I didn't know where he was teaching or he's still alive. See, I discovered through his book Light on Yoga. It took me a few years. In fact, I met him on my third trip to India. My third trip to India, I was not even going there to meet him. It's just out of the blue that I discovered that he was teaching in Pune. So it just happened. That's it. But it's quite ironic because, as you know, Guruji is a Vaishnava. And me, my inclination is the Shaiva. So the life is full of irony. That's how it is. But I didn't choose it, really, frankly, it just happened. It's like I didn't choose yoga. Somewhere it just happened in my life. Like the rest, like all the rest, as a matter of fact.
And once it happened, why you continue?
Yeah, because once again, I didn't have the choice. There was a desire in me who pushed me.
Mm-hmm.
And the desire, see, the thing is that then if you want to go deep into this desire thing, there's other thing pushing you. Sometimes I'm completely unconscious. Unfinished business or whatever, desire to be recognized, desire to prove yourself, whatever your drama is, and you actualize that situation, people you meet, and the situation are just an expression of your desire.
Learn from it.
Yeah, well, obviously you learn from it. Sometimes you don't learn it because you don't listen. I say I had a very intense practice, and so so for many years I had a pain in my lower back, many years. And sometimes it was quite acute pain in my lower back, and because I was born with a club foot, my right leg is very shorter. I was doing all these advanced poses, especially advanced back bend, and for many years I had pain in my lower back. So sometimes you learn from it, sometimes you don't learn. You don't learn because you don't want to listen to what your body, your mind, the senses are telling you. You don't listen. Because you don't listen, you carry on the pain. Because still, you are, I would say, instead of listening, there's something you want to prove something. That's what I say during the class, that you are in this atmosphere of competition with oneself and the others. Hence the pain, and whatever the pain is, lower back, knees, because one is always pushing, not listening. And in my case, I wanted to prove something with my practice. So I built an identity, an image around my practice. And then the thing is that then the pains, the injury, frustration. It's all part of the same process, and you want somewhere you see. That's why I really insist about unlearning the culture of effort.
The asana?
Well, it depends in which ambience they are practicing. if they are in ambience which are stimulating always the competition and the effort and pushing, they're not going to understand. In fact, they are going to activate the whole conditioning. It's always doing more and more and more and more. If they are in ambience where the ambience is based on listening, welcoming, listening to the sensation, then they can be somewhere available to that. Which anyway, they can be available to that, they can be, I would say, accessible to that ambience where they understand that they don't have to force themselves. But though they are going to have a certain conditioning. The conditioning is competition, which we learn that from very young, in childhood. Competition, and so to be just recognized and accepted. So whether it's beginner, it depends in which ambience you are practicing.
And last question, we know that you are writing another book.
Yes.
Would you like to tell us when you're releasing this book and what it's about?
The book is finished. I have to give it to the publisher. I don't know if he will accept it, but it's finished. The book is finished. It took me a long time because during that period I wrote the book. I got, as you know, very sick. So it took me quite a while. It's called The Whisper of the Goddess. When it's a book, I explained, I explore the different expression of the speech as the goddess. In Sanskrit is Vachi. The speech, as you know, in India, in the Vedas, is the first goddess, the goddess of speech, Vachi. So I explore that in the Vedas. Grammar, Tantra is the first part of the book. The second part of the book is I take a few passages of some important tantras and texts in tantric tradition. I give my translation, which is an open translation. I explain the meaning according to my understanding, and I give some, I propose some contemplation, suggestion of contemplation according to the text. That's the second part. The third part, it's sequences that I've explored during the workshops with the explanation, the rhetoric explanation of the sequence, like practice of rooting, practice of the flow. So that's the idea of the book.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.